Hi, this is Kelly. Welcome to the Skinny. Yesterday at the Weight Watchers scale, I remained exactly the same, which is what I like right now. I am down 84.8 and it was like, this is a perfect weigh-in.
So 2 weeks down in maintenance, so
2 weeks.
4 more to go.
4 more. Oh, that'll be mid-December.
Yeah.
So
I'm Kim.
lifetime, here I come.
And I had a great week. I blue dotted every day.
We love the blue
So
dot.
here I am, I'm blue dotting. So I have a different agenda at this point. It's weird that
I'm
we
blue
kind of
dotting
have
too.
it. I know, but mine's with a different goal in mind.
Yes.
So I was kind of not happy at the scale. I wasn't unhappy. I was just miffed. I lost
Miffed.
0.4 because I had such a great week. You expect a little bit more, but I had a great loss, a big loss the week before. So in the grand scheme of things, you can't expect 2 big ones in a row. So I let it go and moved on, and I had
all
a
good.
phenomenal week. So I'm just going to keep doing what I did last week and have another great week.
I want to
Oh,
talk.
so wait a minute.
Wait.
Down 107.8,
7.8.
14 to goal.
I want to talk really quickly about with the delicata squash that we shared last week, and we've shared this on Instagram. This is the best thing since sliced bread.
Mm-hmm.
It is my new favorite food currently right now.
We are having it to dinner tonight with Coney's. We're having Coney's
It is
and fries.
It's been our fries with our hamburgers. It's been our fries with, it's gonna be fries with chili dogs.
Yes.
It is so good. It has we've roasted it, how we said last week, where we said to go to look at her how she does it. It has a very roasted potato-like consistency.
Yeah.
It is better than roasted potatoes, and I can't believe I'm saying this. All I have to say is, where have you been all my life? Because this is my new favorite food.
It really, really
I
is.
would take this over a chocolate bar right now.
And I will say they have
Crazy.
them. Trader Joe's has them for like 99 cents, but you can also find them Whole Foods,
Yeah.
Fresh Time Market. So
Yes.
people on Instagram have let me know there's other places to find it, so I'm spreading the love.
Spread the love. And oh my
So, yeah.
gosh, we bought 2 the first time around, and then we ate those, and we were like, okay, we have to get more. So we showed up and we bought 6.
Yes, because I'm going to have some for lunch with it. I'm going to do a sandwich next week. I'll probably just do my turkey sandwich or my ham sandwich, whichever one, and I'll just have that as a side dish
Yummy.
for lunch. I'm so excited.
Yummy. It's going with us for Thanksgiving
Yes.
as one of the sides, because I know I'm going to fill up my plate on that, and I know point-wise I'm doing really great. So,
Exactly.
being prepared. So what we want to talk about first is, if you've been in Weight Watchers long enough, you know that sometime around November-ish,
December-ish.
they usually make a change in their plan.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we hear it's coming. We didn't hear from them.
Our leader is a vault.
Our leader's a vault.
Unless she can tell it, she'll tell it. If she can't tell it, she doesn't tell it.
So,
But
in social media right now, the UK has gotten a change, and it's called Weight Watchers Flex.
it's rolled out to them and to other countries, I believe, as well.
Yes.
So we are probably, the US is probably going to be the last.
Yeah, we're not going to tell you what we've heard. I don't want to do that.
No.
I really want to talk about,
If you want to know, you can go look.
yeah,
I mean,
I want to talk about accepting change, and basically, when Smart Points came out, there was a lot of brouhaha. Oh, I hate the plan, blah, blah, blah.
but strangely enough, everybody did really well.
Everybody did really well on it. It changed. Smart Points
There's
changed
always a
my
couple of
life.
people that maybe it doesn't work for. I mean, everybody's different. There may be a few people it doesn't,
Yeah.
but for the most part, I think it was a turning point for a lot of us
Yeah.
and our struggle with cravings.
It changed my life. And I trust that Weight Watchers has tested this and tried this enough that it's just gonna be more great things for the plan. We just want to caution you, when you hear things, you're gonna hear positive. Most people sound really excited.
Yeah, they do, actually, from what I could see. Most people are like, I'm excited, I'm
Can't
ready
wait.
to try it, something new.
Yeah, and you have the occasional negative, but don't let what you hear, if you're looking and you're on social media and you're hearing, oh, I hate it, blah blah blah. Don't let that be your influencer.
Don't.
No, go to your meeting, hear about it from your leader, test it, try it, give it the honest try. Because
Give something at least. I think if you go 2, 3, 4 weeks, you're gonna know what's what.
Well,
That's how I look at it. I knew after the first week of Smart Points
How great it
One
was.
week, I was like,
This is
oh
the
my God.
best.
I was like, oh. That was what was for me.
yeah, and for me, you know how we always talk about shaking it up.
Mm-hmm.
This is shaking it up.
This is a perfect opportunity, and I have to say I want that right now. I need a shake up because I'm 14 pounds from goal, and maybe that's going to help me get there a little sooner. I'm also at a point where I want new foods. I want new things in my plan. So it may change those things. Those things may change for me now. If points change or foods change, I may be I changed up my food with Smart Points. Maybe this will be another one where some foods are going to change. And I'm looking forward to that because I need some of that.
Right. Don't let that fear of change and make you throw up your hands before you've even tried this.
Don't fail before you've even started.
Yes.
I hate to see people do that. I think if there's negative out there, we take it on, and I think we shouldn't take it on. I think we just need to go into the new plan excited about it. Yeah. And I think if everybody does that, and then that way you're going in for yourself,
right?
You're not going in for someone else.
Let me put you this way. Had I listened to all the negatives about Smart Points when it happened, I would not be here at Goal Weight.
True.
I would not be here.
True. We would not be where we are right now.
I would have quit the plan. I would have probably gained all my weight back. The reality is,
you kind of have a point.
Embracing change is good. Embracing change is good. Sometimes people aren't ready for change, but and sometimes it's just maybe an excuse to quit.
And sometimes, you know what? Sometimes you need a swift kick in the butt to get the change as part of your life, and then you realize, this is what I needed.
Yeah.
So just embrace it. I'm going to so embrace whatever it is. I'm embracing it, and I can't wait. I cannot wait. I need something.
I don't want people to quit before they tried. I don't want it to be, I know I'm not going to like this, so I'm going to quit.
Yeah. I hate to see somebody do that.
That breaks my heart.
It does break my heart.
Because I know what this plan can do. And I know that every change since I've been on this plan that they have made, it has been for the best.
For the better.
It's been for the better. And I just don't want people to give up just by hearing anything negative.
Well, you know how we talk about all the times, oh man, I got to switch up my lunch. I'm getting tired of it. Or I'm getting tired of I'm eating this for dinner all the time and I need something new. Well, this is kind of just like that. Yeah. Maybe we all need something a little different and a little fresh to kind of kick us in gear and have a whole new year, because I really want to reach goal next year. That's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at how it benefits me. I don't want to worry about anybody else, because if I worry about other people and I take on if someone else is negative about it, then I'm going to feel negative about it. And I don't want to. I'm going into this new one excited.
Yes. Kind of challenge yourself to go, I'm going to let my mindset be positive. And let me hear it and let me practice it before I say negative.
And I took a brief look, so I kind of know what's kind of coming. But obviously, I'm going to get way more detail from my leader than I'm seeing online. And that's what I want. So I kind of have an idea of how it will work. And a lot of you probably do now too, if you've been on Instagram, if you've looked. And I think we all just need to get excited. Right. I really do think we need to go into whenever that meeting starts and they say, hey, guess what we have for you today? We have a new part of the plan. I think we all need to just go, I can't wait.
Yeah, I know it's hard. I think when change is hard. But
change can be really good.
It can.
It really can. And that's one thing. I used to not be good at change. You all know, after how many of these videos have we done, I am a slave to my routine. Everybody knows this about me. I'm kind of freakish about it. Yeah. But when it comes to stuff like this, I like change, because if it's anything that's going to make my life better and make my journey better, I'm grabbing with both hands. Yeah. So think of it like that. From someone who is a creature of habit, I embrace certain types of change, and this is one of them.
I'm more by the seat of my pants type gal. And I'm super excited. I'm super excited because I want...
Well, there's two people who are polar opposites in many ways, and we're both excited about it.
And I want somebody to have that light switch moment that I had with Smart Points. I mean, I had somebody flip that switch for me when Smart Points happened, and it my cravings were gone. It changed my world.
Well, the thing is, if you're somebody who just started the plan on Smart Points, so you didn't even know about Points Plus, or you didn't know anything about any other Weight Watchers plans, Smart Points is all you knew. When us Points Plus people went into Smart Points, it was like a wow.
Oh,
And
boom.
so
Yeah.
for us, there was the ability to have that light switch flipped and went, oh my God, this is so much better. So you may have, if all you know is Smart Points, just remember, sometimes a change can just make you go, wow, this is the plan for me, or this tweak is going to make such a difference for me. So, and I think that's the most important thing. Is it going to make a great change for all of us, weight wise?
Yeah.
Because you know what? When it comes down to it, I want to see the scale change. I want to see that scale go down.
Proof is in the pudding, so that's why I say give it a shot. Don't.
Yep.
Yeah. Don't
Well,
give up.
We do want to share a pumpkin pie recipe, so that way you've got plenty of time before
test
Thanksgiving to test it. We gave it, I think, last year sometime, but it's just such a good one. We have to share it again because it is the best.
It saved our
substitute.
bacon
It really has
every year so
every
far.
year.
I want to say we're going to put it on our Instagram.
We are.
Which is, we are the skinny_WW, and you'll see it there when we put it up. But
Yes.
she's going to give it really quick as a crustless and as a crust.
And with crust. I'm going to start out by saying if you do the crustless, I use either this, just a regular pie plate. You can use the
like a 9-inch.
ceramic, or I've never used the metal, but you could. Just remember to spray. Or what we do, since this pie is so low, sometimes I'll just use the two mini ones. She'll get one and I'll get one, and then you can eat your own at your own leisure pace. Yeah. But spray before you start. Preheat your oven to 350.
Yeah.
Once you do that, in a bowl, put the following.
And this is true for both the crustless
And
the
yes,
crust.
nothing changes about what goes in the crust if you do with crust. You're going to start out with a can of pumpkin. You're going to start out with a cup of either fat-free milk or the Kroger Carb Master, which is what I use, and that's fine. 1 whole egg, 1 egg white. Now, here's 3/4 cups of Swerve sweetener. I use the confectioner.
Our Splenda.
Or the Splenda.
Baking.
I will say, I think the Swerve confectioner, I think it doesn't have an aftertaste that the Splenda baking, but to each his own on that.
And we usually use a heaping
Half
half
a
a cup instead of 3/4, but it calls for 3/4.
It calls for that, but it cuts down some of the sweetness because it's sweet. So just keep that in mind. It calls for a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, 1/4 teaspoon of cloves, and
Yes.
a half teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice.
We use the Trader Joe's, which
my gosh.
is phenomenal. It has lemon peel in it, which that just makes me happy
it.
dance. So yeah.
Just makes it. Now, for that whole pie, crustless pie, it's 3 points.
And you bake that for
25-30 minutes, depending on your
350.
oven. I will say if you eat 1/4 of it, it's 1 point, which that's a lot.
Yep.
But I tell you what, 1/4 is probably about all you'd be able to
It's
do
sweet.
at one time, because you're like, oh, I'm done.
Yeah, it's sweet.
So heads up on that. If you add the pie crust,
Which is just a traditional
9-inch
9-inch frozen crust.
Now, there is enough liquid for there to be deep dish, but that's going to add a lot more points. So, I did the regular traditional 9-inch crust.
Looks good.
9-inch crust.
Oh, look at that.
Pie.
Oh, it has a little bit of dip.
Yeah, oh well.
It's
and
pretty.
when I did this, I baked it for in the crust 55 minutes. This one was
Your oven.
55.
If you
so
want it
depending on your oven.
browner, you could go browner.
Yeah, so definitely, gauge 50 to 55 minutes depending on your oven. And I will say, when you do that, there is leftover liquid when you fill this pie crust. There would be enough for deep dish. So if you want to put it in your tracker and pay the points for the deep dish, go for it.
Otherwise, put it in some ramekins, the excess,
And have a little bit of
a treat.
we each had a 1 point of it after this was done.
tested.
Delicious.
It was good.
And it was great. So you can do that. Or if you have the small pie plate tins, like one, it would have filled one of these.
Yeah. So
But
for that, if you cut this pie into six pieces,
pieces.
it's 6 points. It is low.
Yeah.
for crust.
For 6 slices. And that's a lot out of a 9-inch pie. And it's a pretty sizable piece. And then
It's
you're
a
going
lot.
to add your Cool Whip. 1 point of fat-free Cool Whip or the Ready Whip.
However you want to do
Yum.
it. Yummy, yummy in my tummy.
I'm excited. So what we're going to do is I'll have a little bit of the crustless at my first Thanksgiving, and I'll take the pie to the second and have one with crust.
Who wants to be standing at the dessert table and thinking, I can't have any of this and everybody else is eating pie?
And that sucks.
It sucks.
I am not going to watch other people eat
Don't
pie.
be that person.
Especially if they're eating Frisch's pumpkin pie.
Yeah. We have Frisch's pumpkin pie, which is the best pumpkin pie in the whole entire world. I'm just saying.
And if other people are just spooning down the Frisch's pumpkin pie,
It would kill me.
I would be so unhappy. I would not be able to. I would be eating the Frisch's pumpkin pie. I'm telling you that right now.
Yeah.
If I didn't take something like this, I would be eating that pie.
Yeah, because if you've ever had Frisch's pumpkin pie, you know.
Yes.
We grew up on it. So when we have Thanksgiving, everybody says, who's bringing the Frisch's pumpkin pie? Not just pumpkin pie.
Because frankly, if you show up
Yeah.
with regular pumpkin pie from somewhere else,
Throw down.
you get the look.
Throw down.
You're like, you cheaped out.
What is wrong with
What is
you?
wrong with you? Even if you paid more for it, they look at you like horrified.
There better be 3 Frisch's pumpkin pies.
And I gotta say, I have to say this because I think this is funnier than anything. In our family, if you're assigned to bring rolls and you bring the wrong roll,
They will cut you.
they will cut you. My nieces will cut you. It is throwdown.
Oh,
So
man.
when the rolls got assigned last
yeah.
week, we were all pretty much together. We were all at a birthday party, and my one niece just looked over at my nephew and said,
Don't even
you know which ones to get, right?"
Don't even think
And
about
he had to describe them, so she realized he indeed knew exactly which
Get
rolls
it.
to buy. I was like, oh my. So it's funny, but families are like that.
Yes,
There's
like-
always those traditional things that you have.
I always had to bring my grandmother's mashed potatoes, which they're nothing special, but it just
And
how
a lot
she-
of butter.
a lot of butter, which I won't be having.
Which
but
when
that's
she-
another
well,
talk next week.
Yes, another talk next week. We have a plan for that.
Yeah.
But there's tradition.
Yeah.
So like
Frisch's
rolls
pumpkin
and
pie.
like Frisch's pie.
So we
they're
have
traditions.
to replace our Frisch's pumpkin pie
And we did.
to make ourselves feel better.
And I do hear there are some roll things that we could replace with, but you know what? I'm only having one roll anyway, so it's a moot point. So I'm
At least you have
excited.
one.
We have a plan.
So next week we are going to talk Thanksgiving. We're
are.
going to talk about what our plan is and how we're going to attack it, because we both have different agendas. My agenda
I'm
is
losing.
to stay. I'm gotta maintain because I've got to do 4 more weeks of maintenance. So
So I can't. So I like coattailing. I think if she's gonna maintain, I'm gonna utilize this as a chance to kind of coattail, but lose. I'm gonna go into lose because I'm not gonna let her maintain and I turn out gaining. I will not be happy with that. I would be so jealous and I would be so upset.
she'll be mad.
So it kind of comes down to I just a little competition going on there.
Yep.
I can't be the gainer.
But Thanksgiving next week, we promised, and we're gonna chat. We're gonna because be taking the time to think about your Thanksgiving week, whether you want to lose, whether you are gonna let yourself go, yeah, I'm okay to gain,
Or am I gonna maintain?
or am I gonna maintain? Be thinking about what your goal is for the week of Thanksgiving.
Decide, and next week we'll all sit down and we'll make a plan.
Okay.
That's what we'll do.
So we will see you later.
Bye.